Halakha Pesuka from Hok Leisrael for Thursday of Parashat Vayeshev. We've been learning recently, in recent days, the obligation to give honor and respect the teachers, rabbis, the sages, the Talmudic scholars, and now he continues on the same theme. Talmid shehu yoshev lifnei rabbo tamid, eno rashai la'amod mipanav ela shachrit ve'arvit. If you had a student who was with his Rabbi, with his teacher, let's say throughout the day, he's obligated to stand up to honor him only once in the morning and once in the evening. Shelo yeh kvodo merubeh mikvod shamayim. So that honoring his Rabbi, his teacher, would not be greater than the honor that the student pays to Hashem, which we do with Kriyat Shema in the morning and in the evening. So he would get up once in the morning, and then if his Rabbi came into the room several times throughout the day, he would not need to get up every time to stand up in his honor, just once in the morning and once in the evening. Mi shehu zaken muflag bezikna af al pi she'eno hacham omdim lefanav. If a person was of an older age, a person was an elderly, even if he's not a wise, a learned person, you still have an obligation to stand up in order to give him and pay him respect. ואפילו החכם שהוא ילד עומד בפני הזקן המופלג. And even if there was a younger person who's a scholar, still he would have the obligation to stand up to honor somebody who's an elderly. ואינו חייב לעמוד מלוא קומתו אלא כדי להדרו. And he's not obligated to stand up to his full stature, in other words, totally stand up, but just to rise up to some extent, in order that it should be obvious that he's doing it to respect the elderly. ואפילו זקן גוי מהדרין אותו. And even if the elderly person is not Jewish, if he's a goy, you still have the obligation to honor him. בדברים, whether it is with words, or ונותנים לו יד לסומכו, or if you need to give him a hand to support him, שנאמר, because the Pasuk says, מפני שיבה תקום כל שיבה במשמע. Because the Pasuk says that you have to respect older age, and it's a general concept of respecting older age, whether the person is Jewish or non-Jewish. You still have the obligation to honor and give him respect. This was from the Halakha Pesuka. I will say now maybe just a concept or two from the Mussar of today for Thursday of Parashat Vayeshev. In the Mussar, it says that Chashov kol iskei ha'olam, thinks about all the occupations and all the activities of this world, כאילו אתה ממשש בחול, as if you were groping in the sand. כשתמצא מרגלית, when you find a pearl, תיקחנה, then you'll take the pearl. היא עשיית רצון הבורא. So here he gives a sort of like an image, a symbol type of thing, that when you are looking in the sand for a pearl, you pick up the pearl and you let the sand aside. Also, in being involved in the activities of this world, the pearls are doing the will of Hashem and doing the mitzvah. So as you find a mitzvah, you grab it just like you grab a pearl from a mound of sand. וכן אמר המשורר, ומה לי מזמן אם לא רצונך. And this is when the Mishorer, the poet, said, what do I have of time if it's not doing your will? ואם אינך מנתי, מה מנתי? And if it was not for your portion, what is my portion? אל יהי בעיניך כבודך וקלונך ואושרך ועונייך למאומה כי תמצא מרגלית אז תעלוז. He says, in your eyes, whether it's your honor or your embarrassment, your wealth or poverty, should be nothing in your eyes when you find that pearl. As ta'alos, then you'll rejoice. When you find that pearl, that mitzvah, then that's a reason to rejoice. Ki zeh mchuvan v'nishlam, because that is the proper thing, and this is really the fulfillment that a person should be seeking. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen.